Hello there, Matthew here with you. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the difference between perspective and orthographic view issues and how we can retrieve them within an authoring platform. So we need to start within the Navisworks environment because this is primarily where our issues are going to be created. So let's go ahead and jump right to an issue we've already come across. So here we are. I'm looking at some structural steel. I've got an I-beam right here, and I'm noticing that these two I-beams have a different beam depth, and I'm kind of curious about that. So again, we're in a perspective view, and we're simply going to create an issue, and we're going to send this issue to our structural user. Perfect, so the issue has been created. We just need to head to the Revit environment and take a look at the issue there. So here we are in Revit. You'll notice I've logged in as my structural user in the structural model. So I've got all of the other links turned off. Now, when we click View and Model, we are immediately taken to the BIM Track perspective camera. You'll notice this view right here. It's created for us in our project browser right here. And we're looking at the exact same situation from the exact same viewpoint, again, in a perspective view. Now, this is because the issue was created in perspective in Navisworks, and at the same time, it had no elements related. Now, I'll go back and talk about that in a minute, but while we're looking at this issue, let's take a quick look at how we can finesse our way into a more usable view. And to do so, all we need to do is select elements that are live within our model, force a section box around them. That's this selection box command right here. And just like that, we're now in our native 3D view where we're able to orbit freely. We can resize the section box as we see fit to get more context on the issue. Perfect. And what we're able to do simply by right-clicking on the issue or clicking on these three dots right here, from the viewpoint command, I can add from current view. And just like that, our issue now contains two selectable preview images. And if we go ahead and just close down all of these other views, if we click View and Model on the view that we had added, it's going to take us to the BIM Track Orthogonal view. And again, we're looking at the issue the same way we were looking at it a moment ago in our default 3D view. And of course, now we can apply a BIM Track view template that we create so that specific links are turned off and that specific transparencies or color overrides are applied. Now I'm going to head back into the Navisworks environment. I'm going to select those three beams. I'm going to once again create a new issue. We'll just change the priority level here so that it has a new color, push it into BIM Track, and of course if we head to Revit and just sync with the cloud, we now see our new critical issue here. But first, I would like to head to the settings here in the BIM Track tab, and I'd like to make sure that I've enabled these two options. The first is force section box around related elements. And by selecting those objects when the issue is created, it's going to force a section box around them. And the second option, which is force orthographic view if there is a section box or related elements, is going to force us into the BIM orthogonal view. So if we close down the BIM orthogonal view, here we can take the section box off of our default 3D view so we can see everything happening. And if our structural user goes ahead and clicks View and Model on issue number 2, notice how it takes us directly to the BIM Track orthogonal view and shows us our issue. It's picking up those related objects and forcing the section box around it. So there's no need in this instance to force the section box, add the view to the issue. Everything is automatically done for us. And again, the difference was the way the issue was pushed into BIM Track. Now, if we head back into the Navisworks environment, now let's go ahead and take a look at a different instance. So here we go. We can see we've got this column clashing with this piece of ductwork here. And I'm going to select a few different objects and then create this issue. We'll assign it to our mechanical user this time. We'll call it mech issue and publish to BIM Track. So there we go. There's issue number 3, mech issue. Let's take a look at the Revit environment related to our mechanical user. So all she needs to do again is sync with the cloud. She'll see the 3 issues that she has access to. We know we're focusing on issue number 3. And of course, in this example, the objects that are related to her model are those pieces of ductwork. So again, if we open our BIM Track settings and we enable those 2 options and click View and Model, we're immediately taken to the BIM Track orthogonal view. And just like that, a section box is applied around the extent of the related objects. And of course, as I said, we can resize this section box, get some additional context. Perfect. Maybe this is a little bit more useful for us. So again, we can right-click Viewpoint and add from current view. Now, if we head back into the structural model and we sync, we'll see again issue 3. We can see the view our mechanical user just added. But from the original view that was pushed into BIM Track, let's see what happens when we click View and Model. We get different end result. Here we can zoom in, we can see exactly what's being looked at or what we need to be focusing on. But the reason the section box is different is because the objects related to the issue in the structural model are different than the objects related to the issue in the mechanical model. So the same default image, the same main viewpoint we see in BIM Track can yield multiple responses or multiple results when clicking View and Model in different platforms. And again, it's all stemming from how the issue was created. So we'll use this example one more time. I'll have no objects related. We'll call this mech issue 2. Assign it to the mechanical user. Publish. We get our brand new blue issue right here. No related elements. So no matter what environment we go to, when we click View and Model, it's going to take us to a perspective camera. We'll do that here in the mechanical model as well. View and Model, perspective camera. And one more time, we would select the objects in question. We would force a section box around them. There we go. We would right-click, viewpoint, add from current view. And the next time we click View and Model, let's go to a different view here so we can see it opening. Next time we click View and Model, it will open the BIM Track orthogonal view for us. And of course, whatever we have set in that view template would display our results right here. And of course, now that our mechanical user added that second view, our Revit user in his structural model can utilize that as well. So let's close these views down, click View and Model, and just like that, he's looking at the same issue our mechanical user was looking at a moment ago in the Revit environment in her mechanical project. So I hope this has been helpful. As you can see, a lot of these issues are stemming from how the issue was created within our coordination platform, so here in Navisworks. And we also need to make sure that we have this force section box around related elements and force orthographic view if there's a section box or related elements enabled. So I hope this has been helpful, and until next time, have a great day.